We're back at somewhere everybody loves, Skinwalker Forest. Dude, I swear I keep hearing something coming from the woods. Guys, welcome back to Cursed Urban. I'm Dan. I will be your host for today's investigation, and today we are back at a spot that everybody loves. But before we get into it, guys, if you are new here, make sure you do me a huge favor if you don't mind. Go down there, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, a member of the Cursed crew, leave me a like, share this video with a friend, family member, or on your social media if you really enjoy it, and leave me a comment letting me know that you are ready and locked in for today's investigation. So guys, today, as I said, we are back. We were back at somewhere everybody loves, and that is the dark, the disturbing Skinwalker Forest. Yeah, I decided to come here because I wanted to, I guess. Because it's usually pretty interesting out here. We usually get some good responses, and I have a place to camp by it. So for those of you who are unaware, I have a friend whose property backs up to the Skinwalker Forest, and I just camp on their land. So it's kind of like I'm camping here without giving money to the state for a campsite. So yeah, I'm gonna be camping there tonight. But yeah, during today, we're gonna, of course, walk the trails a little bit, get some readings, and see if we spot anything unusual, out of the ordinary, or just plain weird. I am very optimistic about today. I feel that we will have a bit of extra good luck. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do feel that way. And yeah, it's cold out today, but I brought something with that many of you suggested, and I'm just not smart enough to remember myself, but thanks to your suggestions I did. Finally brought some hand warmers. I'm gonna pop it on there. Got them warming up in the pockets right now. Pop those into my gloves and keep my fingers nice and toasty. So yeah, so today should be pretty bearable, because the last time I was out, I had to cut it short because I could no longer feel my fingers. Because apparently, I don't know how to dress for the winter. I've never learned how to dress for the winter. What can you do? I guess there's a lot of things you can do, but yeah. And these gloves suck. These gloves do not keep my hands warm at all, but I don't have another pair. Maybe I do. I don't know. I probably do somewhere in the house, but this is what I got for now in my car. These things suck. They're like mini refrigerators. They don't keep my hands warm at all. I don't know why. But all right, guys, let's saddle up and head down the old dusty trail and see what there is to be seen. We are headed into the Skinwalker Forest, and apparently I am pretty much the only one here today. I see some footprints, but they're leading out. Looks like somebody was walking their dog. But I don't blame people, you know. Not a lot of people want to go hiking through the snow, even though we don't have that much, you know, just a little bit of snow. But seems like the southern states are getting all the snow we usually get. So if you live down south, I hope you guys are doing all right. Because I see like Florida and Georgia and everywhere is getting nailed by snow, and usually it's us this time of year that's getting, like, you know, tons of snow. And this is the first real snowfall we've had this winter. I hate the snow and I hate the cold. I need to move out of Illinois. It sucks. But what can you do? I guess move. Yeah, you can always move. That's what I can do. So yeah, guys, those who are unfamiliar with this place, maybe the first video you've seen of mine, we are at the Skinwalker Forest. This is in Illinois, and this has reported sightings of skinwalkers, of course, hence the name. Skinwalkers, Bigfoot, Mothman, pretty much anything you can think of has been sighted here. Dogmen, tons and tons of paranormal activity. Tons of paranormal activity. I myself have experienced quite a bit. Yeah, so it's a crazy, crazy forest. I like coming here. It just, I don't know. It's a good spot to film when I don't have anywhere else, I want to say, because yeah, it's just easy because I got a place to set up camp and I kind of know my way around. And I haven't even made a dent in this place. Like, this forest is pretty good size. I don't want to say huge, but pretty good size. And with as much activity gets reported on a regular basis, I feel that one of these visits may sooner or later pay off and might actually get something on camera. Which maybe today's the day, who knows? Oh man. Yeah, dude, it's so cold. I'm glad I brought these hand warmers, or else I'd be turning back and going to the car right now. They're just starting to warm up. Feels good. Man, there is a certain vibe though that the winter brings that you can't find anywhere else. Like, there's a certain peace and calmness, if you will, that's associated with the snow. Like, look at that. I see the snow coming through the rays of light. Like, it's nice. It is nice. It's just cold. Just really cold. Oh man. But next week I'm looking forward to it because it's going to start warming up again. And I got a big spot I'm planning on camping at on one of the warmer days. And by warming up, I mean it's going to be like 40 degrees. All right. I just had to take a little break and adjust my... why can't I think of the name? Adjust my my hand heaters, hot hands. What's the name of them? Hand warmers. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Had to adjust my hand warmers because my fingers were starting to freeze. Now I'm feeling much better. Now they're starting to get warmed up. I don't know how many of you guys have ever used hand warmers, but they're like these little bags. They feel like they're filled with sand. And when you take them out of the package, they start heating up because they mix with air and it causes some chemical reaction. It makes them heat up. But it takes them a good while. It takes them like 15, 20 minutes or so to actually get up to temperature. So, yeah, that's what I was dealing with. Just waiting for it to get hot enough. So, this is interesting. I'm seeing one set of tracks here. Definitely some sort of canine. Thinking maybe it's a coyote because I only see the set of tracks, but I don't see any like shoe prints. Like, nobody looks like they're walking the dog. It looks like whatever it was walking by itself. So I bet it's a coyote. Or somebody's dog is loose. I don't know. Or both. The coyote and somebody's dog that's loose are frolicking through the woods. But we're gonna go up to this downed tree right here and do some spirit talk or because I was in this area before a while back, and I got some really good responses over here. It's a very, very active area, so I'm going to try it again. Hopefully, we will achieve the same results. This we'll find out real quick. Yeah, it was definitely right here, because I remember crossing this log, and that's when we started getting all the responses. So I'm gonna set the camera down, get out my phone. And we'll see if we get anything to respond to us. I bet we will. Have a good feeling about today. All right. Ugh. Let me fire up Spirit Talker. That's one thing I'll never get used to in the winter, is like the trees popping and cracking from being cold. It always catches me off guard every time. All right, Spirit Talker is on. Volume is up. Gloves are going back on the hands. Let's see what happens. Is there anyone here with me right now?
We like your equipment.
We like your equipment right off the bat. Okay, well, thank you very much. I like my equipment as well. Thank you for that response. Could you tell me your name? Feel free, if you haven't, I assume that you understand this, but to communicate with me through this device that I have in my hand right now. I can hear you if you speak to it. We like your equipment. What a compliment. That was very thoughtful. Johnson. Well, thank you, Johnson. I'm not sure if you're a Mr. or Mrs. If you'd like to tell me, that'd be great. If not, it's completely okay too. Can you tell me anything about this forest? Dude, we're getting some really good, really quick, very accurate responses. Seat. Asking me to take a seat? I will pass on taking a seat, because it's very snowy out and I don't want to get wet and catch hypothermia and die. But yeah, what do you have to do with this forest, Johnson? Could you tell me?
4.
4. 4 what? Were there 4 of you? Were there 4 Johnsons? Yeah, I really, those are some sharp responses. What's your name? Johnson. Is there anyone here with me? We like your equipment. Like, it's off to a pretty good start, I think, anyways. I think. Let's see if we hear anything else.
The fall killed me.
Or it said the fall killed me. Did you fall somewhere close by? That's interesting that it says that, because I know, like, that way there is like a cliff. that accidents have happened at. I don't know if there's been any accidents that have resulted in death, because it's a good drop. It's probably as high as these trees are. It's probably 30, 40 feet. Yeah, that could kill somebody. Is that how you passed? Did you fall from this cliff that's nearby? I really wonder if that's what it is, if that's what they're talking about.
Choice.
Choice. What choice? What choice is there? It's another thing I do like about winter is how quiet everything is. The snow acts just like a giant sound insulator. So even like if there's a busy road nearby, it's just quiet, it's awesome.
I'm only 6.
I'm only 6. Were you 6 when you had the fall? Is there anything? Could you tell me? Could you tell me anything else about this forest? I'm assuming that you live here.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. Okay. Well, what would you like to tell me? Maybe I'm talking too much. Maybe you can tell me something that. Is there something that you'd like to tell me about? All right. So yeah, after 7, I got like no more responses. That was like it. 6, I was only 6, and then 7, and that was it. I waited for like a few minutes. Nothing else. But we started off with some really solid responses though. I'm very pleased with that. We got a lot of direct answers. Yeah, that was good. I have a good feeling today. Even better feeling about tonight. Um, yeah, I'm heading back to the car. Although I do have my hand warmers and everything, wool socks, I'm still cold. It's still very chilly out here. Being in the tent will be fine because something there I probably won't leave. I got the heater and everything else. I don't think I'm gonna have a. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm not gonna have a fire tonight because the place I have to camp on the property is pretty small. I got to clear some more out of it and make the space larger. But the space right now is pretty small. There's literally no room for a tent because I brought my big tent and a fire. So I had to choose one or the other, and I decided to choose the big tent today instead of having a fire because I really don't want to sit outside because it's still going to be cold no matter what. Even with the fire, it's still going to be kind of chilly. But no, I thought it was a great start today. Definitely made contact with something, just not what I'm looking for. Because what I want to try and find is I'm trying to find like the cryptids that live here. Because I'd love. I just heard something back there. Thought I just heard something coming down the trail I was just on. Maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Because yeah, what I'd love to get eventually, my whole goal is to get some sort of cryptid on video. But I mean, cryptids and paranormal stuff kind of tie hand in hand. It seems like there's a lot of paranormal stuff where cryptids live. So you know, guess you can't have one without the other for some reason. But so yeah, I always do a little bit of investigating. I'm by no means a professional, ghost hunter, and I don't claim to be, but I just try and roam around the woods and find cryptids, or at least try to. But I'm glad to have you guys along with me for the ride. It's been, it's awesome. You guys are great. Could not ask for a better audience, for real. I mean that. Love seeing your comments. Love the suggestions you guys always have on things I can do, things I can try. Yeah, it's always great. Dude, I swear I keep hearing something coming from the woods. I think maybe I'm completely wrong, but it feels like I keep hearing something out there. It feels like it's something like walking along the side of me, but I can't see it. Like it's walking like in the woods along with me, but I can't see it for whatever reason. That's how it feels anyways. That's how it seems. Because I keep hearing like footsteps, like crunching snow. Then when I stop, it stops. Oh man. One thing that sucks too about the snow is you can't see what's under it. So things get a little bit dicey, and this is not a camera that I want to hit the ground. Well, I don't want any camera to hit the ground, but especially not this one. This fell off in my hand. Look at that. It's just those tiny little branches propping this thing up still. Yep, but I'm excited to get back out here tonight and see what we get. The weather's not that bad. I mean, it is cold, but I know, like, if I'm in a tent, like, it'll be fine. Like, I'll be warm in a tent. Probably won't even have to run the heater that much, but just being out here exposed to the elements yet, it sucks. Man. I have not seen anyone else since I've been out here either. It's like just me, aside from those footprints I saw. I saw some footprints coming into this area. It looked like a person walking a dog. Actually, they were going out. They weren't coming in. It was one way. It was going out. Well, other than that, like, I've not seen anybody else. Usually I see somebody, like somebody hiking, or if it's snowing, skiing, or whatever. Excuse me, biking, mountain biking. Well, I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't mountain bike and this type of stuff, but all right. Well, that was an eventful start. So now I'm gonna go get some dinner, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it, early dinner, and go over to the property and get set up, and then soon we'll reconvene and investigate, and hopefully have a successful evening with any luck. But yeah, I'm almost back to the car now, so yeah, I'm going to pick up the pace, get there, get warmed up, and I'll see you guys in a couple hours. So actually, a couple seconds for you, a couple hours for me, and we'll have a good night. I think we're gonna have a good night. I've got that feeling. Got that feeling it's gonna happen. Welcome back. Actually, why am I saying welcome back? I don't know. It hasn't been that long since I've seen you guys last. So, as you can see, I'm in my nice big tent tonight. It's nice. It's very nice. The wind has died down a little bit. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. The spot that I have the tent in, I'm glad I didn't plan on having a fire tonight, because the spot I got the tent in, I literally had no room for a fire. Like, this thing's huge. Well, it's not the biggest tent in the world, but for one person, it's a very good sized tent. And it took up like pretty much the entire circumference of like where I would have a fire and everything like that. So it's, which, I mean, like I said, I wasn't planning on having a fire tonight anyways, so that's fine. Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so we are here, we are chilling. I set up, had the heater on for quite a while. It's got nice and toasty in here. Yeah, it's a good night. So, hoping, obviously, we're going to do a little investigating from the tent space. I'm hoping that we continue getting some good responses like we were getting from Spirit Talker earlier. That is my hope. Let me turn up the brightness a notch for you guys. There we go. So yeah, that's my hope for this evening. Will it happen? You know, that is to be found out. But I don't know. Oh, man, I need to bring this tent out more often. This tent is much nicer than my small, tiny tent. Well, it's not even. My other tent isn't even that small. I do have a small, tiny tent, and then I have a medium size, and then I have this big one, and then I have the RV. You know, now that I think about it, I'm really well equipped for camping. My camping supplies started small, but they've certainly grown in mass very quickly. What should I buy next? I feel like I should buy like a 12-person tent, just to be like a jackass or something. Like, I don't need a 12-person tent for myself, but it seems like it'd be like fun, like to get a 12-person tent and like one with like 3 bedrooms or whatever, and then set up like a kitchen, set up like an editing room, set up like the main room, set up the bedroom, and then like just camp out for like 2 days. Maybe I'll do that. Let me know in the comments. Should I get a 12-person tent and do that? I'm not sure. That's going to be a to be determined. It's going to be a to be decided type thing. Yeah. So, yup. That's right. All right, where's my phone? We're going to start off with, of course, my favorite, spirit talker. All right. So I have a question for you guys. I'd like you guys to weigh in on this. I'd really like you to weigh in on this. I'd like your opinion. That'd be great. Um, so as you see, for those of you who've been with me for a while or even a short while, my two favorite things to use are like Spirit Talker and Necrometer. You know, I really enjoy using those. I feel like I get some really good responses. What are is your opinion on using apps to communicate? Because I get a whole lot of comments saying like, why are you using those? That's stupid. Those things don't work. All it's using is just random words. And then I get some people who um, you know, think that they're good. I'm in the latter camp, um, because I have gotten so many responses on, especially Spirit Talker, that have it cannot be like a coincidence. Like if it's a coincidence, it is one like crazy coincidence. But I feel that I've gotten enough responses to that have coincided like with questions I've asked or with things that have happened in the environment or what have you, um, that it's, you know, it works, it's legit. Um, but at the same time, like the whole thing, the whole like paranormal investigation, um, it's not. I mean, it's not a science. Like there's no proven way to do something. It seems like. What are some like? Okay, for those of you who are not a fan of Spirit Talker or any of the apps, what are some ways that you like? What are some of your favorite methods of communication, of investigating? Like what else besides, you know, that do you guys like? I'm just trying to expand my horizons here. I did get a spirit box. I did not bring it with tonight, but I did get a spirit box, a really nice one, and I got that. I got the Ouija board. So, but yeah, what do you guys think? Because then I hear some people like the REM pods, and then some people hate REM pods. So it's just like, I guess it's just a matter of opinion. But I'm just trying to expand my horizons here. That's all. So if you guys would like to weigh in, that'd be fantastic. Are you in the camp of Spirit Talker good? Or are you in the camp of Spirit Talker bad, traditional methods much better? And if so, what are some of the traditional methods that you like to use or that you like to see? All right, I'll quit rambling. We'll get into this now, and see how it goes. And what do you guys think of the two camera setup? Do you like it, or do you prefer the one camera setup? Because I got my newer camera here, and then I got my, I guess, older camera here. So I personally like the two camera setup. But let me know what you think. All right, Spirit Talker time. Let's flip this on and see what we get. Is there anyone still with us right now?
They hung me.
Very ominous right off the bat. They hung me. Who hung you? Who are you? Who are you referring to that hung you? If you could tell me, if you're able to tell me, that is. Were you hung in this area? Were you hung in this forest?
Come back again.
Come back again. I haven't left though. I'm gonna be here all night. You want me to come back again after today? Are you saying you want to be friends or something? Which I don't mind, of course. I wouldn't mind being your friend if that's what you'd like. If I'm speaking with someone else and you're unfamiliar with how to communicate, make sure to or make sure feel free to use this device that I have in my hand, my phone. I'm able to hear you through here, so just speak to this device and I'll be able to hear what you have to say.
Yes, I'm here.
That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking to it. I'm talking to whoever it may be or whatever it may be, saying this is how we can communicate, and then I get a positive response of yes, I'm here through Spirit Talk. Like, that's the thing. I
Delighted you're here.
we're delighted you're here. That's why I am a fan of Spirit Talker and stuff, because like stuff like that, it just does not seem like a coincidence to me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe, it is all just a coincidence. 3, 4, 5 dozen times this has happened. It's just been a massive coincidence. But I don't think so. I really don't think so, but who knows? Thank you. I am delighted to be here. I hope that you do not feel that I am intruding on the space, because I'm not trying to. Now, would you mind sharing some...
There is an afterlife.
There's an afterlife. Wow. You know what? Share whatever you would like with me. Can you tell me about this afterlife? And I assume that since you speak of the afterlife, you know that you've passed. But please, could you tell me anything about the afterlife? That would be really really interesting to hear.
Horrible things happened here.
Wow, that was a shift. It was like going from talking about the afterlife to horrible things happened here. It sounded very like we're having a um, very positive conversation, and then that was a very drastic shift to horrible things happened here. Would you want to talk about what happened here, or could you tell me what happened here? Would that be okay? If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
My arms.
What happened to your arms? Did something bad happen to your arms here? Yeah, that was such a drastic
I'm in my
shift
30s.
in my 30s. Could you would you mind telling me your name so I know who I'm talking to right now? Yeah, that was just such a drastic shift from talking about, we're delighted you're here. It just telling me, like, yes, I'm here, to horrible things happened here. And it did mention before that they hung me. So, yeah, very, very, very different shift.
We're family.
We're family. Was there a lot of your family that lived here, that lived in this forest or in this area? Excuse me.
Yes.
Thank you for that answer. Yes, that was fairly direct. Um, how many members of your family lived here, and what was your family name? If you'd like to share that with me, don't feel like you have to share anything with me that you don't want to. Of course.
Pregnant.
Pregnant. Okay. Was someone in the family pregnant?
Walk back.
Walk back to where? Would you mind if I asked you a question or a few questions, maybe about something else, about this area? Maybe would that be okay?
I'm always here.
I'm always here. Um, is there anything that lives in this forest, like a monster of sorts, like something that might not be quite human? Is there anything like that lives here?
Forward.
Forward. First it said walk back. Now it says forward. Very, very interesting. Huh. Has there been disappearances in this forest that happened many, many years ago? Has there been any people who have gone missing here that haven't been found?
making contact.
We're making contact. Without a doubt, that was just a scream that came from over there. For sure. Interesting timing when it says we're making contact, too. Was that you that was just screaming over there? Or do you know that person that was screaming over there?
Are you staying here?
I was planning on staying here the night, yes. If it's okay with you. Yes, I was planning on staying the night.
Archibald.
Archibald. Was that your family name, Archibald? I've never heard that one before. On Spirit Talker, I've never heard Archibald before. 'Cause on Spirit Talker, like, we do get a lot of names that repeat themselves. But Archibald, I don't think has ever been. I don't think I've ever heard that
Occurrence.
occurrence. What type of occurrence are you talking about?
I'm happy to talk.
Yes, I thank you for being so happy to talk. Most of the time, nobody wants to talk, so it's very nice to be talking to you. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me, or would you like to keep talking? If not, it's okay. Don't feel like you have to. You've been very great host so far. So this whoever I'm speaking to really doesn't seem like they like to be, what would the word be? Pushed, I guess. Like they just want to speak with me at their own pace. They don't want to, they don't want me to be asking a lot of questions. It doesn't seem like they just want to kind of, tell me things as they want, as they, see fit to tell me.
Nervous.
Nervous? Are you nervous with? Are you nervous with me? Just like I was saying, they do seem nervous. Like it's like when I push for. That's the thing. It seems like when I started pushing for answers, um, that's when they clammed up. That's when they shut up is when when I started pushing and started being like, hey, can I get can you tell me more about
Remove.
this? Remove? What would you like me to remove? So, I don't know. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's how it feels to me anyways, of what's been going on. Seems like I said, like when I push, that's not, they don't like that. It's not a good. I'm not getting a good response when I do that. It's like they completely tune out. I just sat there for not too long, 5 minutes or so, and got no more like responses at all on Spirit Talker. After remove, yeah, I didn't hear anything. So I don't know if they just don't want to talk anymore or what, but I am gonna try Necrometer real quick and see maybe if I can get them back through that, or if I can maybe communicate with something else through Necrometer. Let's see. Necrometer. All right. And we're up and running on Necrometer. Are you still here with me right now? All right, no response so far, just silence. And there is a good chance they could have just be done. Done for the night, done speaking, done communicating, so there always is that chance. They just, they might be spent. They don't want to talk anymore. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but I'll give it a few minutes, and if we don't get anything, we don't get anything. If we do, we do. If there's anybody here with me still, could you give me a sign? Dude, there was that same scream in the same direction, and it sounded like the same distance. What could that be? Beam? Beam. Like a beam of light. Who am I speaking with right now? Could you tell me your name? Feel free to use this device in my hand to communicate with me. I'll be able to hear your answers through that. Do you know Archibald? Or the Archibald family, do you know them? Yeah, this really is like slow. I'd say almost this is just, it doesn't seem like they want to communicate at all anymore. I don't know if it's just they don't like this, or they just, I don't know. It seems like they're done. Like it seems like they said what they had to say, and then they're done. All right, I'm gonna end this communication with you. If you want to speak later, feel free to get my attention another way. Yeah, um, and that there, just yeah, it's I don't know, it was done. It seemed like we're getting like a lot of great responses, and then that was it. That's all she wrote. But that scream still has me worried. Definitely still has me worried, especially because we've heard it twice now. And we didn't get any answers about it. And it feels like when I asked, like, was that you screaming? That's when they really started getting more quiet. Like they didn't want to be talking about that. I don't know. I could very well be overthinking that, but that's the feeling that I got. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything left to do except go to bed. Because I plan on sleeping for a few hours and yeah, leaving before sunrise. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get some of this mess, this clutter cleaned up, and then hit the hay. So I will be with you guys shortly. Oh man, I need a new cot. Focus, focus on me, camera. Why are you not? Why are you not wanting? There we go. There we go. I was like, it's the first time it's really hesitated on focusing on me. This new camera. So okay. What were we talking about? I need a new cot because my I can feel the bar in the middle of it now, and I'm losing weight too. I've been dieting and losing weight, so I know I'm not too fat for the cot. Well, I might be, but I don't think I am. I think the cot's just old. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm about to go to sleep, and feels nice in here. Feels nice. It feels cozy. I like it. It's a very, like some of those nights it just feels good. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yeah, everything's good right now. That's how it feels tonight. Like it feels like a good night just to camp outside. And even if, we don't get anything for the rest of the night, I'm content. I'm content with, just having a nice, peaceful, relaxing sleep out in the wild. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go on too much. I'm gonna get some rest, and then I plan on waking up, um, doing some spirit talker again, and probably packing up and leaving before the sun comes up. So, good night, guys. See you shortly. Alright guys, so here's the details. I slept, and I slept quite well. And nothing woke me up for once. Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I just slept and woke up about 10 minutes before my alarm was set, but woke up, I did Spirit Talker, got some nonsense, nothing, just kept spitting out names, nothing exciting. I didn't do Necrometer, just Spirit Talker. I don't even know if I'll put that in the video. It was just not, like, literally nothing. Like, not one answered any questions, no responses that tied into what we heard earlier, just nothing. Like, like nothing. So yeah, I probably yeah. So I think I'm gonna start getting packed up and probably head on out. Yeah, I don't feel the need to stay another, half hour, 40 minutes or whatever it is until the sun comes up. I feel like I can just, leave right now and I'll be good. But yeah. Anywho, guys, what did you think of tonight's investigation? Let me know down in the comments. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you thought of tonight, what happened tonight, the responses that we got tonight. I'd love to hear your feedback about it. This is one of the lesser crazy evenings, or in days I should say, that we've had. Those responses during the day, those were pretty solid, but like, yeah, it wasn't too crazy. It was more like of a chill investigation, which is maybe not as exciting as for you guys to watch, but for me, I don't mind it. But yeah, running out of things to say right now. Still kind of asleep. Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. Anyways, that does it for today's video, guys. Let me know where I should go next. Actually, I think I know where I'm going next. The next video I'm going to do is going to be a full-blown camping video. I mean, this is a kind of half-blown camping video. I say a full-blown camping video when I'm able to do a fire and sit out by the fire and do whatever, because, yeah, it just was not going to happen tonight. But the temperature is warming up, and we're going to have some really good evenings for camping coming up. So we're definitely going to hit it hard and get some really cool spots in that I'm looking forward to going to. So make sure that you're subscribed and you got those notifications on. But alright guys, big shout out to our patrons and our YouTube channel members. Thank you guys for making tonight's video possible. Thank you for all that you do. Big shout out to everybody else on the channel, all the cursed crew. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your support, your generosity, and always helping me out on these uploads. You guys are great. And if you guys want to be one of the cursed crew, you don't have to be a member. You don't have to donate. You don't have to have been subscribed for a year or whatever. If you want to be a member of the cursed crew, simply add it to your name. Edit your name in Google or YouTube. Forgot which one you edit your name, and just add, like, let's say John Smith. Just John Smith Curse Crew, kind of like an old PC or Xbox clan tag from back in the day. Same type of deal. It's just something fun to do. Let everybody know that you're part of the Curse Crew. Costs nothing. You can change it whenever you like. So if you see a bunch of the viewers that say Curse Crew in their name, that's why. Please feel completely free. We'd love to have you be a Cursed Crew member, so to speak. If you haven't been in the Discord yet, please join the Discord. I'll make sure there's an updated link in the description of this video. But yeah, we would love to have you in the Discord. We got a great community in there, a great crew, and all it's missing is you. Trying to think of the cheesiest thing I could say. But no, for real, it'd be an honor to have all you guys join the Discord. So please, it's free, costs nothing. Although I am working on a Discord channel that will be for members only, for channel members. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check out the channel memberships. Social media in the description below. Follow us on the Instagram. Follow us on Snapchat. Follow us on, I think that's about it. I don't really use TikTok. And I will get a Facebook set up soon. Everybody wants me to set up a Facebook. I will set up a Facebook soon. But yeah, that about does it. I'm going to shut up and start packing because this is going to take a little bit to tear down. So guys, thank you again for everything you do. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing your comments down below. I will try and my best to respond to them all. And yeah, thanks again. Have a good night or day wherever you're at. And we'll see you very soon on the next video. Peace out, guys.